when Neil and Jill came to me with this whole concept, the first thing I thought about was my first deployment after I got married. And that deployment, I went away for 7 months. There was we were extended, and guess what? My wife was pregnant. And she had the baby 8 hours before I got there. So that was tough stuff. So my perspective was, with the military families, is that we are probably the most stressed families in America. And so we had to find something that I felt that would help our families connect. And so what I'm looking for out of you all is this. I want you to look at this within the context of your military life and what that really meant. Because one of the toughest transitions was when you were gone for 6 or 7 months or 18 months, whatever, is for the spouse that's deployed to come back into the family and how to get that reconnection, if you will. So look at this from not only your perspectives now, but also your perspectives then and how this will work for you, because I think that's extremely important. The statistics are quite clear. Families who eat together, stay together, and their children do better in school. They have less discipline problems. Your marriages work better. Okay, this is all a part of what has happened to us. Is as a society, is we have become the fast food generation, and we now go out and buy food and throw it on the table. The pizza, the Domino Man dominates our life. Okay, so what we really want to do is get you back to the table, talking, relating, and discussing issues. What I really like about this is this becomes an archive. And you know, I come home to Orlando about once a month to see about my 90-year-old mother. And one of the things that happens is she's breaking out all this stuff that I did when I was a kid, you know, stuff I've forgotten about. So this becomes sort of a part of your archives. You know, 10, 20, 30 years from now, when your children have children, now you'll be able to get back at them, because you'll be able to pull that out and say, this is what your daddy and your mother drew and said back in the day. So that becomes sort of a serendipity. But one of the other serendipities is now that you're around the dinner table and eating, here's a side benefit to this. You're actually going to lose weight if you want to lose weight. No ladies in here are fat, by the way, so don't worry about that. Only the guys. I saved that one, right? But in all seriousness, what has happened is that because we're the fast food generation, not only during this conversation, it takes the stomach about 20 minutes to communicate to the brain that it's full. So when you gobble your food down real fast, you're going to gain weight. But if you eat slowly, what's going to happen is you're going to eat less over time. And so that's going to create that dynamic. Very interesting dynamic with this. So we want you all to go ahead and evaluate this. When we come back, what I've told Neil and Jill is that before I will introduce this to the military leadership, I have to have some military members tell me what they think about it. And I don't have to tell you all this because you all grew up in the military. Be very candid. If it's something you don't like, say it. Say, I didn't like this, I didn't like that. If it's some things you like that we think that needs to be improved, for those of you who have children, you want to get the children's input. Let the children drive a lot of this, because the children will tell you what they think. Be very candid. Seriously, tell us what you think, because before I go up to talk to the Chief of Staff of the Army or the Chief of Staff of the Air Force, Chief of Staff of the Air Force, by the way, is a friend of mine, Norty Swartz, and the Chief of Naval Operations, or any of the military leaders, and I say, okay, I think that you all need to look at this for military families. I need to know what I'm talking about. And so you all are going to be sort of that voice for me.